Flash Overtura update. Now that the most critical period has passed, I can release a little bit of intel. As a response from a non-physical, non-local quantum cosmic impulse of light, our galactic central sun is showing signs of increased activity on the non-physical planes. This is expected to increase until the galactic pulse superwave occurs in the near future. Our universe is a living entity, and it is learning. The main lesson of our universe, now, is to completely transform all gross primary anomaly. And the current metastable cosmic quantum vacuum state will shift into a new, more stable equilibrium state without darkness. This new galactic center activity is already changing the quantum vacuum structure of the solar system. And there is more and more luminous superfluid plasma, which brings pure light into our solar system. The remaining Chimera fleet in the Kuiper belt, which came into our solar system from Orion in 1996, cannot stand this high vibration. Most of those ships were cleared, and the rest escaped much closer towards the Earth beyond lunar orbit between 1 to 10 million miles from Earth, where they might be temporarily safe for a few weeks still. When the presence of luminous superfluid plasma of light in our solar system is strong enough, the light forces will begin to build two cloaked Dyson spheres with motherships of the Galactic Confederation, in icosahedral formation. Those Dyson spheres will have a diameter of around 15 to 20 million miles and will regulate the flow of energies of the galactic superwave, and of the event flash. The first Dyson sphere will be built around the Sun, and the second one, around the Earth, and they will ensure a two-step phase translation of incoming cosmic energies towards the surface population. There is a lot of activity below the surface of the planet right now, but all of it must remain classified. Increased galactic central sun activity has also resulted in a net inflow of goddess energies towards the planet. Isis got her crown back. A very important goddess vortex in Europe, location of which must remain veiled for now, is being reactivated as a result of this new inflow, after more than 200 years of dormancy. Also, double Paris Versailles goddess vortex is being restructured and prepared for a new level of activity in December. As part of this restructuring, Rose goddess energy is being anchored in Versailles. This new wave of goddess energy will bring the return of the Mirror Four priestesses, and a revival of the hymns to the goddess. A claim has been made: white nobility families, many of which have connection to the goddess Grail lineages, are also the rightful owners of the historical assets, Golden Fleece and collateral accounts. This claim against the black nobility families will be enforced through the positive military. And it will make the black nobility families, effectively, bankrupt. The positive military will protect the distribution of the assets to humanity and will oversee the paymaster system. The plan to bankrupt the black nobility is called 6900 Series of Collapse Protocols, and is partially revealed here. Positive military will not move before all extraterrestrial and subterranean threats are removed, and most exotic weapons are removed from the surface. To delay this process, Biden wants to weaken the military with vaccine mandates. Illuminati network is also very active in the military and needs to be exposed. The cabal wants to prevent its bankruptcy with the Great Reset and with a new green Ponzi scheme. Part of the Great Reset plans is also a slow collapse of the old infrastructure to build back better. Now the critical astrological configurations of October have passed, and all major threats have been deflected. La Palma tsunami will not happen. The Great Reset plans are doomed to fail more than ever. As one commenter on my blog has put it brilliantly.
Further description: the negative elites and their minions had a certain time frame to enforce the experimental drug mandates / passports on a global scale. The entire globe needed to be fully enslaved by the end of the Pluto square years, which was mid-October. Although many parts of the globe have been enslaved by the experimental drug mandates / passports, such as Australia, Israel, France, and Italy. Other parts of the globe, such as large part of the United States, Japan, and Russia, have not been enslaved by the experimental drug mandate/passport. The negative elites and their minions have failed with their global reset/takeover plans. And a very considerable amount of suffering and damage has been inflicted upon the surface population. It's been a very rough, heartbreaking time. However, the negative elites and their minion now face certain defeat because they failed to meet their quota for complete global domination within the required time frame.
We just need to hold on a little longer and withstand the siege. It is very risky to make any predictions how the coronavirus will behave, but official Russian sources with access to very high-level intel are claiming that the pandemic will be over in a few months. Mainstream media are finally releasing intel about how China created the virus. And of course, the alternative media are having many juicy details of how and why it was done. Behind the scenes, on the surface of the planet, the light forces are removing the exotic scalar weapons that are creating the veil. They are not yet addressing the situation in Urim military base in Israel, and Utah data center near Orem. Those two locations are two main Chimera strongholds on the surface, with Urim base being superior, and both, Urim and Orem, are related to the Urim stone, which was a communication device. It is not a coincidence that Utah Data City was built not far away from Salt Lake City, which is the location of the Church of the Latter-day Saints. And not far away from the vault. Urim base in Israel is the main base for scalar and directed weapons attacks. Urim base has a spider room, and a black cube room. The black cube room contains a very powerful quantum supercomputer, which processes and analyzes all SIGINT data coming into the Urim base, and relays it to its etheric counterpart and to the etheric implant Chimera network. This room is the center of the inverted planetary grid and center of the planetary primary anomaly. Unfortunately, the black cube room also contains another black stone-top quark condensate, similar to the one that was cleared from Long Island a few years ago. It is not a coincidence that the most powerful financial institution on the planet is called BlackRock. The black cube room also contains a subquantum anomaly container which was brought to Earth from Rigel in 1996. This situation will be addressed when it will be safe to do so. On a brighter note, Pleiadians are increasing their presence near the surface of the planet. Here you can see their mothership. Pleiadians are also contacting musicians again, inspiring their music. Like they did in the previous wave of Pleiadian contact in the early mid-1980s when they were inspiring some of the disco music. There is even a Facebook group called Pleiadian Disco. Pleiadian mythos is now being revealed. And more of a true history of planet Earth and the universe. Please download the PDF from Google Drive below. If you feel so guided, you can join this advanced meditation group to assist the planetary grid. Or you can read this book for a little pure inspiration. Sintamani stone is very important in this time of planetary transformation. Dragons have known it as Yimingzu, and in India it was known also as Nagamani, the glowing cobra stone. Together with my team, I have decided to prepare one batch of Sintamani stones only for those light workers and light warriors who do not have money to buy one. They will receive the stone for free, they will only need to pay actual shipping costs. These free stones are only meant for personal use, not for burying. If you are from Asia or Australia and would like to receive your stone, please contact sharelighlove.777@gmail.com. Everybody else who has money can of course still buy them on http://www.sintamani.space/sintamani.html. People from North and South America can contact per_neta_kim@outlook.com, and people from Europe and Africa can contact info@tachyonhungary.com. Stones will begin to be shipped in a few weeks. Victory of the Light.